Everything is a recipe. When you break it down, everything is a recipe, right? It's a little quieter in here. Brian Russell, Vice President of Plant Operations for Flanigan and Sons. We're at this huge facility. You may have driven by it a million times. You didn't know it was here. We're just off Monroe Street for 141 years. Flanigan's been providing aggregate, asphalt, concrete for building, for roads, et cetera, since 1910 here on Monroe Street. But we're talking potholes today. And we're in your lab because you said you might want to let your audience know what it is that's going into the pothole in front of their house. Explain this very quickly. It's a recipe.
It is. It's almost like baking a cake. What we have are different ingredients. This is a finer sand that comes out of York, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
We have some intermediate stone that comes out of Frederick, Maryland.
Okay.
And some more stone that comes out of York. As you see, the sizes get bigger as we go. So we mix all these together with liquid asphalt, or the tar that is the glue for the material.
Right.
We combine them together with recycled asphalt. This is asphalt that's been taken up off of a road or a project that we recycle. We crush it, screen it, get it back down to size so we can combine all these together to make the finished product over here on the
left. That cookie sheet, it may look like tonight's dessert, but folks, that is asphalt. And you were telling me that anytime you see a road in your neighborhood, around your community that's getting resurfaced, chopped up, that all gets recycled.
Everything comes back to the plant. We recycle it. Concrete, asphalt, even if we have soils, we recycle everything in it.
Now, Steve Sossen's been talking about these dramatic changes we're going to have in weather over the next few days. A pothole happens when asphalt, concrete, etc., gets a crack. It expands, it contracts, it expands, it contracts. Hot, cold, pothole. Bang.
Yes. Yep. Over time, the components of the mix wear down, opening up voids in the mix. So when water gets in there, it freezes. And when water freezes, it expands, and then it pops the asphalt out.
In front of us, that's what underneath your road looks like right there. See that red? K-pan real quick. That's what a bus lane looks like. It's colored for the bus lane. All right, coming up next half hour, we're going back outside where it's loud, and we're going to show you mountains of asphalt. Potholes, folks. Back to TV Hill.
Okay, Marty, check back in.
All right, welcome back, WJC 9 with Brian Russell, Vice President, Plant Operations here at P. Flanigan and Sons. So these dump trucks, not a glamorous name, but exactly what they are coming in and getting filled with thousands of pounds of asphalt.
Right. Each dump truck holds about 20 tons of asphalt.
20 tons. And this is just an all-day parade.
Right. This plant today will probably produce about 1,500 tons of asphalt.
So you were telling me in those kind of yellowish silos, each holds 200 tons.
Yes, each will hold 200 tons. We have 4 silos, so we can put 4 different mixes up at one time.
How many tons, if you can measure that way, of asphalt do y'all make a year?
We make at this facility 300,000 tons.
300,000 tons?
Yeah, and of that 300,000 tons, we recycle, so 100,000 tons of it is recycled asphalt.
So I asked you a little bit earlier off camera, of that 300,000 tons, what percentage goes to potholes? And it's actually a small percentage.
Right. It's probably less than 2% because the potholes are very small. There are a lot of numbers of potholes, but they don't use a lot of asphalt.
But you got to think about it. How many tons go to roads and driveways and parking lots and airport runways?
Yeah, we have a big project at BWI this summer that's 90,000 tons of blacktop.
That is absolutely incredible. Okay, I'm a guy. I guess the little boy in me just came out. I'm sitting here looking at all this, going, man, that is really cool. Hey, Kate, can you look behind and see that mountain of aggregate? Let me stand over here. That's all recycled road?
That's recycled concrete and asphalt. Everything we dig up, we bring back to this facility to recycle. We don't take anything to the landfill. I
mean, we're at a 21-acre facility here just off Monroe Street. That's huge. I said, what was that? What do you think that is?
And those piles, what we're looking at is the concrete. That's probably 40,000 tons of concrete.
That is absolutely incredible. All right, so you got to think to yourself, potholes, more potholes. And here are the folks. I'm just kind of stunned. I mean, I really honestly am. Thank you so much for hosting us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
But this is what's going to cause all the ills on our roads. It's going to keep our tires please, Lord, intact. Oh, hey, just one more thing. K2, can you pan to your right real quick? I always love it when we come to an industrial company in the Baltimore area, and they're so proud of where we live. They're always representing the United States, the state of Maryland, the Ravens, and MOs. Go for it, Pete Flanigan and Sons.
That's it. That's our local teams. We love to support them.
Thank you so much again for hosting us. All right, folks, the end of winter is near, and hopefully the end of potholes is just around your corner. Back to TV Hill.
Looking forward to that.
Too, yes.
Looking forward to
Thank you,
both of them.
Marty. Also to come on WJZ at 9.